Welcome to the ANPS channel, students. Today we are going to start conservations of energy resource. But before getting started the part 4 video, we have to learn the recapitulation of our previous knowledge. Like for part 1, we have got what is mineral resource, and there are 3000 different types of mineral resource around the world. Mineral resources concentration, what is ore, what is mineralogy, and we have found from that area minerals are basically two types, metallic and non-metallic, with examples. Why should we call ferrous minerals as a metallic and non-ferrous as a non-metallic form? Then we have got the mineral trees. After that, we have found extractions of mineral. The techniques like mining, shaftings, quarrying, drilling, etc. procedures. Extractions of mineral will be three types: mining, drilling, quarrying, open pit mining, shaft mining, etc. Distribution of mineral resources and all around the world wise. And after that, we have got in 7 continent wise, we have got mineral resources concentration, and in India wise, we have got also iron ore, bauxite, mica, copper, manganese, as well as limestone, gold, and many more. Then we have found in part 3 also power resource. We have seen that power resource are two types, conventional and non-conventional. Conventional power sources is also known as traditional resources, because previous era we have used firewood, coal, and nowadays petroleum and hydroelectrical power, also natural gas thing. Now this video, today I am going to show you how non-conventional power resource work. So first, look here students, fossil fuel are at a risk being exhausted, therefore non-conventional power sources have been brought to us meet the increasing demand for power. They are general renewable in nature. These resources also do not pollute the environment, and let's read about some non-conventional power resources. First is in our list nuclear resource. So what is basically a nuclear resource? I can show you first the image how nuclear resource generate the energy. Have a look students from here. Okay, you can see this is the nuclear reactor vessel. Okay, and it can generate energy through the pole area, and from the wire it can directly connect to our house, right? But how it's work, we have to see. Let's find it out from that particular place. So have a look. Nuclear energy is extracted from the nuclei of atom of naturally occurring radioactive elements. Nuclear fission in nuclear reactor allow the nuclear cells to emit energy. USA, United States of America, and many European countries produce a lot of it. In India, we have some deposits in the monazonite sands, thorium. Basically, we used in that particular area radioactive minerals, thorium, as well as in the beaches of Kerala. There are many nuclear power stations located in Kaiga in Karnataka, Rana Pratap Sagar in Kota, Narora in Uttar Pradesh, and Tarapur in Maharashtra. Tarapur is very famous basically for the nuclear energy. Now, before going to advantage and disadvantage part, we have to look how it's work basically. And textbook is also in there. Like you can see from here, production of nuclear energy. You can see this is the nuclear reactor, and from this the atoms get connected and heated from the basic radioactive minerals like thorium, barium. Okay, and after that it released the hot water energy, and whenever hot water got into the another vessels, it creates steams. Have a look from here, students. Okay, and this area have turbine. Whenever turbine moves through the pressure of steams, and the condenser get generated. Okay, and after condensation procedures, when heat got totally diverted into turbine places and turbine moves on fast, and the static energy quickly rush to the generator, and generator create the power, and this power directly through the wire going to the poles, and pole wise wires is connected to the our directly house or another electrical appliances. Okay, so you can see it from there. Okay, as a name wise, containment structure, this is reactor vessels, this is control rods, this is the nuclear vessels or reactor vessel control rods. One side it passes hot water, and one side is create this area, sky color area, you can see create hot steams, and condensation procedures, whenever it's create hot steams, it can also pressurize the turbine, and whenever turbine moves fast, it creates static electricity, and it's totally go to the generator, and through the generator connected wire, it's to directly go to the pole area, main constructional pole area, and it's through the wire, it's totally go to the home. And as per us, whenever we switch on the electric, many kinds of appliances, we can produce the energy. Okay, got it? Now come to the advantage and disadvantage part. So have a look here. Each and every energy or each and everything have one advantage or disadvantage area. Like have a look here, advantage, like we all knew that it's kind of eco-friendly, so emits large amount of energy and require less amount of fuel. Yes, it doesn't take any kind of fossil fuel thing also. Now if we go around the disadvantage thing, yes, it's too much expensive to consume and generates radioactive waste, which whenever it's kind of through the outlet procedure or it's dissolved to the water, the marine life get vanquished. Okay, now move on to the solar energy, how it's work. Solar energy is the most abundant source of energy which is non-polluting and inexhaustible. So in nature it can be trapped to be used in cooking, water increase, thus use of solar and also water and desalination. Okay, now what is the word meaning is desalination here? Desalination mean is a process that takes away mineral components from saline water out of the ground. Okay, a process that takes away mineral components from saline water out of the ground. So from here, heating and crop dyeing, photovoltaic cells, you can see from there, this is the solar panel. Okay, photovoltaic cells has increased the use of solar energy by 7 times. The solar cell converts solar energy into electricity. Tropical countries like India, Africa, and many other parts like Saudi Arabia, also tropical areas, and Brazil, like have advantage of abundant sunlight, and solar cooker, solar panel, solar dryer, solar heater also all run using solar energy. But it also have some limitations, like we can go through from here, advantage and disadvantage. Advantage, we see already knew that renewable energy it is and low maintained cost, eco-friendly also as a source wise. And whenever we got to the disadvantage part, we have seen the initial cost of installing a solar panel is comparatively very high. Okay, and solar panel are dependent on sunlight to effectively gather solar energy. Solar panel acquires a lot of space. Transportation and installation of solar panel have been associated with the emission of greenhouse. So you can see here the solar panel has acquired a lot of space also. If in your rooftop you have enough space and you have enough money for installation, then you can go for it, and if you don't have, then it's kind of little bit out of cost of our, like transportation and installation of solar panel have been associated with emission of greenhouse gases. Yes, it can produce carbon monoxide as well as carbon dioxide. Now we can got the clear idea how it's kind of get used by people. Now have a look, geothermal energy in our list. It is the heat energy that is released from inside the earth in the form of hot springs, and it is clean and eco-friendly, but plants are located far away from the cities, which makes them costly. It is tapped in Iceland, New Zealand and Philippines and Central America. In India, geothermal plants are located in Manikaran, Himachal Pradesh and Puga Valley in Ladakh. I can show you the images how it's basically generate. Then you may find out. Have a look from there. Okay, wait a second. Have a look at from there. You can see particularly this area like steams from hot water like magma. After that means it's kind of related to the geothermal part, like interior of the earth part, right? The hot waters you can see from there. Okay, injections well. Okay, and it's directly kind of sucked by that particular reactor area, and cooling towers are there, and turbines and generators are there, and steams also created from that particular place, and whenever it's got created static and energy full of ice, and it directly goes to the wire to the pole. Okay, you can check it out from here also. You can see there layers of the interior of the earth, and from the pipeline also it's good and steam well water. Okay, and turbines are also there, and whenever energy happened, turbines quickly moved and the static energy quickly goes to the pole from that particular area. You can see from there static energy particular go from the pole area, and it's kind of produce good amount of energy, right? So this is also have some limitation, like geothermal energy have also advantage and disadvantages, like it is eco-friendly, easily available, because we all knew that in each and every places we have that particular thing, but results the emission of greenhouse gases are so high, and high investment cost means we need to more develop to go through it. Okay, now move on to the wind energy in our list. Wind is another inexhaustible source of energy. It is used for irrigation and generating electricity. It is a safe, clean and non-polluting source of energy. The factors responsible for all the use of wind energy are wind speed, direction and intensity. Europe produces 70% of energy of the world, and it has grown 13 times over the last few years. You can see the windmills here. Okay, and in Gujarat, basically if we talk about in India, Gujarat, Tamil Nadu, Gujarat basically Surat. One area is Surat. Okay, Gujarat, Tamil Nadu, Maharashtra and Odisha have good potential of wind energy because of high speed winds, and also the connected the generator to produce electricity, and wind farms have many windmills for the production of electricity. Okay, I will go through it, then you can check this out from that particular place. Okay, see from that part to this part, so you can find it out. you can see this from here, like this is the tower, okay, and this is the transformer or transmitter are there. When propeller get moved, when the wind velocity is high in a particular area, basically we can see that wind velocity high, most probably the dockyard area or sea beaches area in daytime. And also it kind of produce, and whenever we put in that particular place a windmill, it kind of produce huge amount of static electricity, and it go through directly from that particular area to this transmitter or transformer, and it's connected with the pipe or wire line with the electric main pole, and whenever it goes to the nearby surroundings, it can produce the daily purpose essential wise or appliance wise work. Okay, so you can see in there dissected part of one propeller. Okay, but this is not kind of beyond, this is kind of a beyond the topic, so I'm gonna start from that particular part. Okay, wind energy, because we all knew that wind energy also have some limitations. What kind of limitations we have from here? Like advantage and disadvantage also in there. Like for the advantage side, renewable energy resources and low maintenance cost, eco-friendly source of energy, but the installation charges or installation expense is kind of very high. Manufacturing of particularly windmills are also kind of price wise high, and wind turbines pose a threat to wildlife, and wind turbines create noise pollution. Like if we go through the second bullets, wind turbines pose a threat to wildlife. Yes, like many birds, whenever propellers move fast, it's create kind of a vacuum, and many birds are kind of stuck from that particular area, and their life risks kind of getting higher for that part. And wind turbines create noise pollution because the amount is kind of near about 80 decibels, which is create huge amount of noise pollution. So for this part 4, it's up to that. So in part 4, we have got in our list what is non-conventional resource. Basically, why we say that it is non-conventional, because this resource also do not pollute the environment. First in our list in nuclear energy, it's also have some advantage and disadvantage. Second is the solar energy. We can go it through from that particular area. And after that is, first is through the nuclear reactor. We can see that particularly nuclear energy. After that we have got the solar energy. Then we have got the geothermal energy. Then we have got the windmill energy, and after that we have got the advantage and proper disadvantage of, or we can say the limitations of that particular non-conventional energy. The next video I will start from here, the tidal energy. So till now, take care, see you soon, and please subscribe our channel. Thank you.